Hello, 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 hello. I'm Latasha McDowell, your real estate expert. I'm going to talk to you today about how you need to have your credit or the things that you can do to get credit ready to be able to purchase a home. So again, my name is Latasha McDowell. I am a real estate agent with Keller Williams Town and Country, and I do help people all over America and outside of America to become a homeowner. Now, the reason I haven't been live in a while for those who follow me, but the reason why I'm tackling this topic is because I just had a call with a client, and we were talking about her credit. Her credit score was extremely low, and we were talking about different ways in which we can boost up her score to get her where she needs to be, and things that she needs to tackle. Now, let's talk about it. If you have not reviewed your credit bureau report, please go to freeannualcreditreport.com, freeannualcreditreport.com to get a copy of your credit report. Okay, that's number one. You need to go ahead and look at it and see what's on there, right? So that's the first thing I want you to do. Go ahead and get a free copy of your credit report. Man up, put your big girl panties on, and take a look and see what's out there so you can know what you need to address. That's step number one. And I'm going to repeat it again, freeannualcreditreport.com. Get your report. Now, if you're wanting to get your scores, in reality, we have a total of 9 scores. We don't just have 3 with Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. So you have Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. Those are what, sweetie, if you at 650, then you should be DMing me. But anyway, I'm trying to stay focused. So you get 3 scores for Equifax TransUnion Experian for purchasing a car, 3 scores for credit cards and personal loans, 3 scores for your mortgage score. 3 times 3 is 9. You have a total of 9 scores. So if you're wanting to know all 9 of your scores, you can obtain that at myfico.com. That's myfico.com. Myfico.com, you can get all 9 of your scores. Okay? To be clear, you need to know where you are. Credit Karma is not the score that lenders use to determine if you can get a mortgage. It's not. Okay? So if you want to know your mortgage score, go to MyFICO and get it. Now, if you're in a position where you are credit challenged, and I know a lot of you like to say, hey, do you do credit repair? Can you fix my credit for me? So how are you Lux Life Realtor and I'm Lux Life Realtor and you joined? Huh? How we got the same name? Something tells me that it's fraudulent. So sorry, because I'm the Lux Life Realtor only page. So you're a fraudster. Sorry, guys. Let me take care of this. I don't know why people try to always want to use my information to do wrong. Like, get a grip. Anywho, focusing. So what I would suggest for you to do is to go ahead and find out what your scores are. To get an FHA loan, your minimum score needs to be a 500. From 500 to 579, your down payment is going to be 10%. From 580 and above, your down payment is going to be 3.5%. If you have seen my video about the HUD Home Store where you can get homes for $100 down payment, you will need to have an FHA approval in order to get that home for $100 down payment. Okay? So basically what I'm telling you is, if you can get to 500 and you can get an approval, then we end like Flynn. You don't have to worry about your score being, you have to worry about, coming up with 10%. For that site, all you need is $100 down payment. So let's talk about your credit and things that you need to address. Now, I do have a site, which is through Smart Credit, smartcredit.com, Latasha McDowell. On there, you can dispute negative items. On there, you can boost your credit score. But I want to explain to you how things works behind the scenes that you really may not know. So outside of Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, there's something that's called third-party credit bureaus. These third-party credit bureaus are the ones who sell your information to Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. How else do you think that they know that you filed bankruptcy? Right? That's how they know, because your information is being shared. And Thank you, girl. Well, thank you. For if you need my help, go ahead and DM me. Thank you for the compliments about my hair. My braider flaked on me, so I had to make some stuff work out. But anywho, so these people, these third-party credit bureaus, and this is going to sound familiar to a lot of you, like LexisNexis, SageStream, companies like that, right? Check systems, companies like that. Yes, I do help nationwide. They report your judgments, your bankruptcies, your insurance information, evictions, things of that nature, right? So if you ever want to know what that looks like and what's being reported and your information that's out there that even employers are looking at, you can go to their sites and get theirs for free. And one of the major companies is LexisNexis, okay? Another major company is CoreLogic. CoreLogic is the one who is telling them about your evictions, your court records, your criminal records, child support. That's them. They're the corporate. That's how that information is getting to Equifax, TransUnion, Experian. Equifax, TransUnion, Experian, they're not sitting out there hiring people to say, hey, go through these court records. That's not what's happening. So you have to go to the source. And the source is these third-party credit bureau agencies, okay? If you don't have time to write down everything I told you, we got AI. Google it. All of them will pop up, right? So that's what I want you guys to do. Attack the problem. Now, once you get your score to 580, back up again. I also want you to know that you can do things like self-reporting. You can report your rent being paid on time each month. Your landlord doesn't have to do that for you. You can do that, okay? And you can do that through a site that's called Micro, M-I-C-R-O, Built, B-I-L-T, Connect. Micro Built Connect. I know I'm throwing out a lot of websites. Don't worry, I'll post this on my YouTube channel for you. Don't worry about it. You'll catch it there. But you can report things like if you're paying your rent on time, if you're paying utilities on time, if you're paying your car insurance on time, things of that nature. You can report it. Get credit for the things that you're paying on time. Them children, not children, them children, tuition, your tuition, things that you're paying, even if you have a car that's buy here, pay here, and they're not reporting it, you can report it. The thing that's going to boost your credit score the most is on-time payments. I don't care if you have Cricket Mobile, Boost Mobile, buy here, pay here, whatever. Rent to own, furniture. Get credit for the things that you're paying on time. And this is how you get credit for it. Everything that you do should benefit you. And you can get credit for these things, okay? Take advantage of it. Period. Now, once we get you to at least, can I say that? All right, I'm going to list which ones you want. You want the sites where you can self-report, or you want the sites, or you want the companies that's doing the third-party credit bureaus? Tell me which one you want, and I'll repeat it for you. Let me know when you got pen and paper ready, and I'll do both. Okay, both? Y'all got pen and paper? So tell me when you're ready. Not just you, but other people who are watching too. Tell me when you're ready, and I'll repeat these for you. Let me know. And I'll repeat them all for you. So these, I know you're ready, babe, but you ain't the only person here. They got other people here too. I don't want to say it 20 times, so let's hold on for a little moment. Let's see who else need the information and say that they're ready, and I'll repeat it all. But I'm just saying, you know. But okay, anybody else said they're ready, so let's go. You ready? So the third-party credit agencies, the first one is Lexis, L-E-X-I-S, Nexis, N-E-X-I-S. Thank you, Stacy. That's one third-party credit bureau. Sage, S-A-G-E, SageStream. That's another one. SageStream. CoreLogic. I'm actually looking at my list because I had wrote this in the book a couple of years ago, and I need to update it so I can put it back out there for y'all. But CoreLogic. This one does bankruptcies. It's Advanced Resolution Services, ARS. Oh, the YouTube is my name, Latasha McDowell. I'm not that creative. It's Latasha McDowell. It's that plain, that simple. Just my name. So those are the top ones, okay? So that should get you covered everything. So now we're going to talk about where to get your credit score, all 9 of your scores. That site was MyFICO. That's MYFICO.com, myfico.com. And my credit restoration site is smartcredit.com/my name, Latasha McDowell, LATASHA McDowell, MCDOWELL. Now, let me also say this too. I'm never going to send you a friend request. So if somebody out there friend requests and talking about they my backup page or they part of the Supremes doo-wops, that's not me. It's not me. Okay? So if that happens to you, if they see that you following me and then they start following you, talking about something, I saw you was on my primary page. Y'all, I barely got time to run this one page, let alone two. So it's gonna be a no. So I'm gonna show you guys also, since we are all together, right? I'm gonna give you an opportunity to the screenshot. So I'm gonna go back. I want you to understand how your credit score is actually created and how you really do have control of it. Because it tickles me pink when people say, them people reporting this negative information. No, your credit is a reflection of your behavior, right? So let's take responsibility of that. It's a reflection of your behavior. It's a reflection of if you paid it on time or if you didn't pay it on time. That's all on you, okay? So if you want to be rewarded for good behavior and have good credit, then make good decisions. Pay them people. Pay them people, okay? So 35% of your payment history on your credit is in your credit report. 35% of it is your payment history. So if you just do simple things, stop living in the mindset of scarcity, that if I pay this bill, I'm not going to have money. That's a scarcity mindset. Go ahead and put it on auto pay. And I'm not telling you just because, oh, I'm balling. No, I'm not saying it because of that. This is a little black girl from New Orleans, the lower 9th Ward, the last street in the city, who had to file bankruptcy and suffered through Hurricane Katrina, and I'm still here. So I'm not telling you because it sounds good. I'm telling you some things I've been through and how I've learned, and if I can prevent you from going through it, I will. But 35% of your credit report is your payment history. 30% of it is your outstanding debts. 15% is your credit length of history. 10% new credit, 10% credit mixture, meaning the different types of credit. It's always best, right? The thing that's, a lot of people say, oh, if I get this removed, my score is going to go up. What's going to make your score go up the quickest and the fastest is on-time payments. That's why I'm telling you, use alternative credit to add these additional things that you're already paying on time. Imagine if you're staying in an apartment complex and you've been paying your rent for the last 2 years on time. That's 24 payments. That's 24 payments you're not getting credit for, where your score could possibly go up 100+ points. Imagine you going to bed tonight and your score, hey boo, she said my favorite encyclopedia, my favorite real estate encyclopedia. I like that. I'm gonna have to steal that. I like that. So imagine you right now, you're sitting here and you're like, damn, my score is at a 579, and you add your rental payments to your score, which is going to actually affect your mortgage score. And your mortgage score tonight goes up 100 points. You've gone from having a 579 to a 679 overnight just by doing one thing, adding the last 2 years of on-time payments. Prove me wrong. Try it and prove me wrong. So if you go to the question is, I pay mine with money orders. Go to Micro Bill Connect. Micro, M-I-C-R-O, Bilt, B-I-L-T, Connect, C-O-N-N-E-C-T. They will reach out to your landlord and verify your rental payments. So if you're sitting there on your mama couch and your portion of the rent is you paying the utility bills, get credit for that. Stop. Like, it's so obvious and so plain in your face, you're missing it. Thank you, Danielle. Danielle, I'm gonna pin it if it lets me. So that's I pinned it from Danielle. Thank you, Danielle. So Danielle, the fleet builder. Danielle, we need to chit chat. We need to have a little conversation, boo. But imagine that. Hand to God, I did a video on it. I had a client whose score got boosted 212 points overnight on my site. Like, I don't have no reason to lie to you. I'm too scared of Jesus. Like, Danielle, I'm so serious. Like, I'm not saying it because it sounds good. Like, I'm going to need you to DM me. Like, for real. What if you have credit cards, but it's not showing on? You can self-report it. You can self-report it. I'm located in Florida, but I travel all over to help people. It's the reason to leave home. Anywho. But like, for real. So I want you to understand that it's really possible. So let's go along. Let's have a Delulu, non-Delulu moment of how reality could affect. Okay. Let's use the example I just gave. You're sitting there. We'll even do another one. You're sitting there, and your score is 512 points. You're stressed out, right? You go and you boost your score by self-reporting these things that you're paying on time. And let's say your score goes up 212 points. Now you're at 714 points. Your score's not 714 over freaking night. Just because you took the time out and added your rent that you've been paying on time, your utilities that you've been paying on time. I'm licensed in Georgia and Florida too, so DM me. Imagine. Dre, y'all been working me like a Hebrew slave. That's why I ain't had time to be on the tick of the talking. So the sites, I'm going to repeat them again before we end the live, but I'm also going to, yes, I can help you, Mississippi, but I'm also going to post this on my YouTube channel. So just imagine. Now, feel me where I'm at. That's how you know I'm from New Orleans, right? Listen to me. Now you're at 714 points. Thank you, baby. You're at 714 points, and you've always wanted new construction. Check me out. So most of these big box lenders right now, these big box builders, they are offering, right? I help Nationwide, Calvin. They are offering closing costs of $10,000 on their property, right? Let's say you only got 20 cents to get cheese on the waffle, but you want a new construction. This is the best time of the year to purchase a new construction because they don't want to carry their inventory on their taxes come January. So they got all kind of incentives, all kinds. So now you're at 714 points, right? Most of these lenders, most of these builders, like Lennar, D.R. Horton, Richmond Homes, the big box builders, they want you to have a minimum credit score of a 640. Well, you're already there. But let's say you don't have any money. You got approved for an FHA loan and you want a new construction. Let's say you don't have any money. Well, you can get the down payment assistance that they work with, which is called the Chenoa Fund. Chenoa, Chenoa. Right now, most of these big box lenders are offering you, now, check me out, follow along, they're offering you an interest rate of 3.99% fixed over the next 30 years. That's COVID numbers. But if, thank you, Poo-Poo. But if now you add the Chenoa Fund to it, your interest rate, it'll be about 5.79 for 30 years fixed. So now your down payment is taken care of. The interest rate that you're getting is still lower than the average interest rate across America. And you're getting $10,000 towards your closing costs. Now you tell me why you should not be in your own new house for Christmas. And then let me trip you out. Yes, Danielle should. Danielle, you're a great co-host, girl. I'm about to hire you as an assistant. You better than Red and White, girl. So in Texas, you know they got Lennar, you know they got D.R. Horton. You better than Red and White, girl. So in Texas, you know they got Lennar, you know they got D.R. Horton. Sorry, guys. Sorry, somebody was calling me. So, hey, Erica. Erica, tell them how these big box builders is offering low interest rates and damn near throwing houses at them. We're offering down payment assistance. Yeah, I froze because somebody was calling me. This is Lennar. This is D.R. Horton. This is Richmond's Homes. This is KB Homes. Google it. If you're needing to schedule a one-on-one appointment with me, go ahead and click the link in my bio. Look it up. I have no reason to lie. So then, let's say you go ahead and you do it. And look, Erica says she had a client that just went under contract with $12,000 in concessions from a builder with 4.99% with True Homes. You love D.R. Horton? I got you. Erica, girl, we need to have lunch. I'm licensed in North Carolina too. We need to chit chat. And right now, my top agent, Patricia, is in North Carolina going to look at new construction with some clients. So, I'm telling you, anything that I'm talking about, sweetheart, is always going to be nationwide. It's always going to be nationwide. So here are your steps. Go to the site, boost your score. That's step number 1. Get your score where it needs to be. Because, Erica, I'm always looking for good partners. Because sometimes I'm one person. I can't be everywhere at one time. I might need to be in Houston. I might have a client in North Carolina. We might have to tag team and make it work. Okay? So the site is, well, there's a list. So get pen and paper. Let me know when you're ready. And I'm going to go down a list for you. Because I want you to be fully informed. I'm not one of those people, I'm only going to give you a little information and then you got to come back to me to get more information. I don't believe in breadcrumbing. I don't breadcrumb in relationships, and I'm not going to breadcrumb in this relationship, right? So I'm going to tell you everything that you need up front. That's how it works. So if you're ready, okay, Dominique, you're ready. Anybody else ready? You ready? Okay. So the first site I want you to go to get your scores is MyFICO. MyFICO.com. I want you to know, and I'm sending you there first so you can get all 9 of your scores. You need to know what you look like completely, right? I want you to know your mortgage score. I want you to know your score for your credit cards, personal loans, and I want you to know your score. I like your name, Waymaker. And I also want you to know your mortgage score, okay? So, and let me deviate for a second. For those of you who are saying that, yes, I said all 9. You got 3 for with Equifax Treasury Experience for credit cards and personal loans, and you have 3 for mortgage, Equifax Treasury Experience. Then you got 3 for when you purchase a car, which is your Beacon score, Equifax Treasury Experience. You actually have a total of 9 scores. Each different credit type requires a different algorithm. Okay, so myfico.com. That's where you get all 9 of your scores. To work on your score, to improve it, to boost your score, you're going to go to Smart Credit, Smart, S-M-A-R-T. Hold on, y'all. Son, you got 8 minutes to get ready. Wait, what time is your interview? 5 or 5:30? Double check. I might have to dip on y'all. Your Vantage score is not what lenders use. I know that's the one you most commonly see. Okay. I know that's the one you most commonly see, but that's not the one that lenders use. The MyFICO, that is the closest to what lenders use. Usually, in working with the lenders I work with, it's usually off by 1 or 2 points. Not, your Vantage score, with Credit Karma make you think that you can go out there and buy the Taj Mahal and pull up in the Bentley, and you can't even get a damn, you have a probe. I just told you how old I was. Pinto. You can't get none of that. Not even a Ford Focus. Okay. So I want you to know what you really look like in real life, because these are real things that we're going to conquer. Okay. And that's for real, right? So I'm just being honest with you. Like, I ain't got time to lie. Like I said, I tell you all the time, I'm too scared of Jesus. So, boom. That's how you get all 9 of your scores. I want you to go to Smart Credit, smartcredit.com/my name, Latasha McDowell, Latasha McDowell, McDowell. There, you're going to get a whole dashboard. right, on the dashboard, it's going to tell you, unless you are hooked on phonics. I'm not going to use that because I'm hooked on phonics a lot. Unless your comprehension is -10, it's going to have a dashboard, and it's going to tell you, take action on this. It's going to pull up the collection. It's going to tell you, take action. It's going to tell you what you need to do. You're going to click it, and it's going to send an electronic message for you, right? Then you're going to click the little dashboard. You're going to see where it says score boost. You're going to click that, and you're going to do what it say. Click this, click this, click this, click this, click this. Add my banking information. Okay. Add the account, whether it's one of those prepaid cards or what have you. Get the routing number and the account number. Add it. It's going to scan through. It's going to see what you're paying on time, and it's going to give you credit for it, right? Now, it's a different site to add your rent. The site to add your rent is called Micro, M-I-C-R-O, Built, B-I-L-T, Connect, C-O-N-N-E-C-T, Micro Built Connect. There's where you're going to add your rent. If you, and I'm going to give you the example again, okay? Whether you're paying your landlord through cash, whether you're paying them through a money order, whether you sitting on your mama's sofa and your contribution to the rent is paying the cable bill, get credit for that shit, okay? Get credit for you paying that Netflix on time each month. Get credit for that Cricket Wireless. Get credit for that little snide-nosed, booger-nosed child that you got in there that you send in daycare. And you got to pay daycare every week or every month for them. Get credit for that. You know you got that call from on the highway, buy here, pay here, and they're not reporting it. Report it yourself. Get credit for the things you're paying on time. You're paying your utilities on time. Get credit for it. Get credit because they're going to verify your rental payments with the landlord, and if it's coming out auto pay, I hope you meant autopsy, but auto pay, then you have proof. Definitely, it's coming out your account. So when the system scans your account, it's going to see it's coming out on time at the same every month on time, and you're going to get credit for it. So tell me why you can't be in a new house for Christmas. And don't mess around and be a damn vet. So if you don't have no credit, Dominique, with that information, you could buy the damn Taj Mahal if you got 2 years of income. And income don't mean W-2. Income could mean you could be working for Uber, Instacart. Income could be you 1099, you self-employed. If you self-employed, all the lender needs is your last 24 months of your banking statements. I'm going to tell you like the pastor's been telling y'all your whole lives. You have not because you know not. Now you know. It's a kick in the other part. Faith without works is dead. So you can sit there talking about some you Delulu, and Delulu is the Salulu. You got to do some work too. And I just told you all the steps. Now let me tell you, don't mess around and be a veteran and want new construction. Yeah, you can do this with USDA. USDA is a 0 down payment, and you can still get. Dominique, let's go. You can still use. Now here's the thing that a lot of people don't realize. So in most rural areas, there's a down payment assistance program called SHIP, S-H-I-P. It's nationwide. Did you know even though your down payment will be 0 at USDA, you can still get down payment assistance and use it towards your closing costs? Sometimes I'll be wanting a sound effect boards where I can have the little crickets in the background. Did you know that? You're very welcome, my dear. Did you know that? You know what be killing me? I appreciate the hearts, but I be feeling like I need to get gifts, bows and arrows, and all of the kind of stuff, because I feel like I give out so much information on my live, whereas I could be sitting here talking about somebody baby daddy. I'm just saying. I done told you how you can go from living in apartment B to your own house. in less than 90 days. Then, check this out. If you close in November on your house, you won't have a December payment. Your first payment won't be due to January. Or if you close in December, your first payment won't be due to February because you get a 30-day moratorium when there's no payment due. Come on now. But let me tell you how many veterans that I work with that gets new construction because veterans have a 0 down payment and the lender can get up to 8% concessions. Hold on. I'm gonna ask. That's a good question. Where you can get up to 8% concessions with the VA, so 6% traditional and 2% can go towards some other things. And if you're 100% disabled, how you don't have any taxes and you don't have to pay a funding fee, and they give you $10,000 for closing costs. Every veteran that I have closed with this year, every vet that I have closed with this year, a minimum of 10 different vets, every damn one of them got a check back. Some got thousands. Some got, last time she got 200 and some change about 2 weeks ago. Everybody been getting a damn check back. So now here's a good question. The question is, can SHIP be combined with Shanoa, NACA, or FHA 203K? So we're going to break down what all those are. SHIP is a down payment assistance program. The Shanoa Fund is a down payment assistance program. NACA is a program that's zero. It's a Bank of America conventional loan, first of all. It's 0 down payment, 0 closing costs, no points, no fees, no private mortgage insurance, not based upon your credit. It's based upon your behavior. Remember I told you how your credit is just a reflection of your behavior? That's what NACA looks at, your behavior. So theoretically, I should say, or FHA 203K. FHA 203K is a rehab loan with the Federal Housing Administration. So you can't combine SHIP and Shanoa. You can't combine those two. Down payment assistance programs, when you read it, it will tell you what can come in first position, what can come in second position. Those two require first position after the loan. So those two can't be combined. But you can combine SHIP, even a regular down payment assistance program through your government or your city or your county. You can combine that, or the Shanoa Fund. You can combine that with NACA. Even though it has 0 down payment, you can use the down payment assistance money to buy down the rate. So NACA typically has the lowest rate in America, but imagining right now it's at 5 something and being able to buy that mug down to 1. You follow? You following me yet? Let me know if you get lost. Now, SHIP is a down payment assistance program. You can use SHIP with an FHA 203K rehab loan to cover the 3.5%. Yes, you can. And you can use the Shanoa Fund to cover the 3.5%. Now, check me out. Here's a little thing about the Shanoa Fund. The Shanoa Fund is nationwide. The only place that is not offered is in New York. And also with the Shanoa Fund, it can be given to you 2 ways. The Shanoa Fund can be given to you as down payment assistance, and the Shanoa Fund can be given to you as a grant. If it's given to you as down payment assistance, it has to go towards your down payment. But if they give it to you as a grant, you can apply it towards your closing costs. Y'all follow? So I just told you how you can boost your score to get it high enough to get an FHA, to be able to couple these down payment assistance programs together to get you a new construction or any home. But now, let's take it to the next level. We're going to flip the page. And now we're going to talk about one of my most viral videos. Well, the most viral one was about NACA. But now I'm going to tell you the most viral ones. You say, yeah, I do need a soundboard for the... I'm going to have my husband buy me a soundboard because I do need a soundboard, right? I need one to go dun, dun, dun just now, right? Oh, so Sharnita, I can help you. If you're on this live, you just sent me a text message. I read it. So I'm going to log on real quick because my battery died. So we're going to have to wrap this up soon. So now we're going to talk about, I live in Florida, but I'm licensed in several different states. So I can help you. She said big applause. Then we're going to drop them gifts. Drop them gifts. Drop them gifts. How I just took you from off your mama's sofa into your brand new house. So now we're going to talk about one of my favorite things, and then we're going to wrap this up. So remember, I gave you different sites. Yes, I do service Central Florida. So yes, I gave you the sites in which you can use to boost your score, right? So again, like I said, imagine you at 489, you go to sleep, you go on the site, you boost your scores. I do help in Tennessee. You go on the site, you boost your scores. You went to bed with a 489, but you woke up this morning with a 689 because your score got boosted 200 points because you went on there and you added that rent. Nationwide, boo-boo. Nationwide, okay? So, I done said them sites about 6 times. Look here, baby. I'm going to need you to go ahead and follow this YouTube because I'm going to post it on the YouTube. I done said it about 6 times. I got 10% battery life left. I don't have a problem telling you again, but I got 10% battery life yet, and they got one more point I want to get through. I just saw your text, Rita, sorry. So, like I told you at the beginning, if you weren't here, all you need is a 500 credit score to get an FHA approval, right? Right. FHA website. Don't tell me what a lender say. I'm telling you what FHA says. Now, each lender has a right to have their own criteria. The lenders I work with for FHA, they go down as low as a 580. Okay? So, but every lender can do their own thing. Some might want your middle score. Some might want your Equifax, your TransUnion, or Experian. Every lender have a right to do what they want to do. I can only talk about my lender, what she likes, and how we get people approved. They want your minimum. If you want down payment assistance, your middle score needs to be a 620. But we can get you in the door at 580 with the FHA. And that's all you need is a 580 FHA loan to go to HUD Home Store. Let me pull it up for you. HUD, write this down. HUD HomeStore.gov. HUD HomeStore.gov. If you see my video, everybody and their grandma done shared it and did everything and then recreated their own versions of it where you can get a house for $100 down payment. Okay? So yeah, I love HUD too, girl. And your name Mookie? My nickname growing up was Mook, but don't call me that. If we ain't got the same DNA, don't call me that. I'm just gonna put it out there. So I'm gonna flip the screen so you guys can see it. Okay. So now we're on the HUD Home Store website, right? So here, pay attention, pay attention. I want you to look at everything, right? Because on the videos, I can only say so much. I got to get stuff in. Hey, good evening to you too. Good evening. So where it tells you, view all recently viewed listings, the ones I might have recently looked at. The Good Neighbor Next Door program. That's a program for EMT, firefighters, and police and teachers where you can get up to 50% off on a home. Okay? The Good Neighbor Next Door, you can get up to what? 50% off on a home. Okay, click on it. Read about it. Okay, the next thing. HUD approved nonprofits. Houses that you can buy in HUD dollar homes. Now I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna have to fight like baby Jesus to find a dollar home. So, this is the whole United States. Where the blue areas are at, they have properties for sale. If you don't see any property in your city or area or your state, put a reminder on your calendar to check this every day, right? Check this out, y'all. They even got homes in Puerto Rico. They said they got 3 properties in Puerto Rico. You want to live in Puerto Rico? We got a condo for $140K. Okay, now I just clicked on it because I want to live in Puerto Rico. Okay, so I have 4 days and 7 hours to bid back on this. Okay, it has to be owner occupied. Nonprofits can bid on it, and government agents only. Now, some of these houses that they do have on the site that you can bid on it and pay cash. Okay. So when you click on it, it tells you everything about the house, all the details, if it's in the flood zone, if you can use an FHA loan, tell you the monthly HOA fees, it tells you everything. If you want to get a FHA 2 or 3K loan to do rehabs, and it's eligible for what? $100 down payment. Now, I'm going to tell y'all a little secret that this is how I know. Most people who talk about this program, who watch my videos and talk about it, that they never actually did it. Because if they actually did it, they'd be able to tell you this. They'd be able to tell you that HUD, this is an auction. So let's say I bid 130K instead of 140, and I win the bid. But when I put in my bid, I could also say, HUD, can you pay 6% closing costs? HUD gonna say, yeah. I done bid on it for less. The site is HUD, HUD, home, HOME, store, STORE.com. Now, I'm gonna answer your question about is it just for first time home buyers in half a second. Not only is my down payment only gonna be $100, HUD just say that they gonna .gov, yes. HUD just say, no, it's a .gov site. If you're on .gov, you ain't gotta pay nothing, it's free. You're already paying for it through your taxes. HUD is gonna say, yes, we'll pay the 6%. My down payment $100. I just bid it and got it for less, or at the price, or maybe a little above, depending on what area, you know, it's an auction. And y'all gonna pay my closing costs of 6%? Look at my co-host Cheryl. Come on, sweetie. Come through. We're gonna pin your comment for the people to make sure they get the right site. I just taught you how to boost your score. All you need to slide in to get the FHA loan, I just taught you that. I just taught you how you can get new construction. And now I'm teaching you how you can get in where you fit in with $100 down payment. Why you don't own your own house? Because now you can't tell me the excuse of credit card. I just taught you how to do that, how to fix that. You can't tell me the site is smartcredit.com/my name, Latasha McDowell. Now you can't tell me, Nicole, don't worry, I'm gonna post this on my YouTube. Now you can't tell me it's because you ain't got no money. I just told you how to get that. So, what's your excuse? Why you don't have a house? My YouTube is my name, Latasha McDowell. So I'm posting on my YouTube this whole live. So I just, why you ain't got a house? Why you still paying rent? Thank you for following. Thank you for your support. Why you still paying rent? Why you still paying 100% interest? Sitting out there talking about interest rates too high, but you're paying rent with 100% interest? Because your landlord, they bought their house during COVID, and their house note is only $800 for that 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. Because, so let's go ahead and boost your score and get it higher than a 515. DM me the link in my bio for an appointment if you want one-on-one attention, so we can look at your situation and give you your own individualized plan. We can do that. The link in the bio. I'm here. Look, Nicole says she's been paying $12.50 faithfully and never missed. Now, if your landlord bought that house during COVID with an interest rate of 2% and 3%, and bought that house during COVID with an interest rate of 2% and 3%, and sorry, y'all, a client called. Sorry, I froze. The phone rang. Sorry. So the house paid for, so they're getting 100% from you. They're getting 100% from you and all that damn equity. So Kingdom Auth, we need to connect. Thank you, baby. I had to wear my hair natural because my braider was unavailable. So if you ain't never known what I look like in real life, in the last 5 years, I've been on TikTok wearing braids and wigs. Now you know. And for the record, I hate combing hair, which is why you never see it. Yes. So, okay, I'm going to post it on my live. I got to get my crumb snatcher ready for his 5:30 interview. And my battery died. So I got to go. But it's going to be on my live. And it's already in all my 3,000 plus videos, right? So, I'm Latasha McDowell. You got fear of getting rejected. Don't you know you're the daughter of a king? You forgot who you was, Nicole? Nicole, you're the daughter of a king. You better go in your room, in your bathroom, look in that mirror, and remind yourself that you're the daughter of a king. Join the people on my live. Say good luck, crumb snatcher. You better go. You better go. And even if they tell you no, then ask them, how do I get to a yes? Y'all better stop accepting one person's no and thinking that it's the truth. Look, I got to go. Y'all want to make me stay on the pulpit. I got to go. I got to go. All right, y'all, I got to go be a great parent. I'm Latasha McDowell. Right, some no's is better than a yes, because if Jesus would have told me yes a lot of times in my past, I promise you I wouldn't be right here. I'd probably be stuck with some deadbeat baby daddy. But anyway, all right, y'all. I'm glad you found me too, baby, and I'm glad that we found each other. I'm Latasha McDowell, your real estate expert. Y'all have a great day. It's been a pleasure. And let's get you in the house. All right? You're welcome, babes. Bye, y'all.